Welcome to the show, Robert, my friend. How you doing?
How are you doing, Julio? I'm doing good, man. I'm just here, enjoying this hot weather.
Oh, it's hot today, yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Last year was way colder, but around this time, we spent most of the winter,
I
most of the
think we
month
had
of
snow.
December and January pretty cold. But this is look like summer sometimes.
We had
Crazy.
snow last year this time around,
Mhm.
which it was cold maybe 2 days ago. It
Yes,
was,
sir.
and now it's hot. It's in the 80s. I don't know. That's that Texas, southern Texas bipolar weather.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Robert, what do we have for the news roundup this week? Because it's a lot of stuff going on. But
Man,
Robert,
it's too much.
I know I got a few on my own, and it's like overwhelming because there's so much stuff that we need to bring. Like from Minnesota being raided by border border patrol
HSI. Yep.
HSI is going ham, going down there, and then you have Tim Walsh going crazy because he's about to get arrested, and he's panicking right now, panicking. Then you, in the other hand, you have uh, what is this guy? Mark Kelly going crazy
Yep.
because they suspend half of his pension, and then you have in the other spectrum, people in New York already mad about Saram Mandani raising the price of the buses $3 from he was saying for free, no, but he's raised it up $3, $3 more. So he's already breaking promises in not even
Oh
shoot,
yeah,
not even a
dude.
week later. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
already
he
breaking promises. So
wasn't it like a dollar something and some change, and he went up to $3 now, and
oh yeah,
promising
he went up to three
he was
dollars.
promising free bus pass and bro,
He
he's
knew
he's
he knew he never gonna accomplish that. He used the Kia, the term of the Islam to lie and deceive people, and people just fell for it. Plain and
and and
simple.
and my thing is, why I hope these Democrats remember this. I hope they remember this because to be honest with you, Julio, like that was the status quo, politicians would promise, and they wouldn't do anything, not even one iota of what they promised.
Yeah, that was we. I guess mm, when I say we collectively, the majority of the people were already under that assumption that like, okay, blah 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 blah. You sound good. I voted for you. Not voted for you. Whatever the case may be. But at the end, out of 100 promises, if they accomplish five, that was a
That was
win.
a win. That was a win.
That was a win.
Did
But Donald Trump promised 100, and right now he's on number 35 out of the hundreds.
Oh
On the
no, no. He with the one big beautiful bill, he's already 80%.
yeah, yeah, we'll say that.
I mean, it's really fair to say that what he promised, he's already at 80%,
Hmm.
and it's only been 1 year. The other um remaining is basically stuff that I what we were talking about yesterday. I don't think he's really gonna accomplish most of them because
Hmm.
number one is drain the swamp. He's not gonna drain all the swamp. I'm sorry. As much as
Yeah,
we want to be so optimistic, we're not gonna have that.
that
Um,
would take decades.
mm-mm.
Honestly, it would take decades to do.
but okay. So real quick, Julio. So impact. Diving in now that it's been I don't know what 4 or 5 days since Maduro's capture. Is it 3 days?
3 days. Yeah,
Three
it was.
days.
Yeah, 3 days. He was caught in the early mornings on the third.
Yeah. Oh,
So
you're right. It's 3 days.
about to
So
be 3 days in a few hours.
a lot of information is being released and letting us know. And one of the things that we're finding out, and I'm sure the viewers probably already know, but in case they don't, and China, Chinese operatives were in the scene around when we were arriving to do the task. They were leaving, And Americans looked at it like, you know what, we're gonna let it go, right? Because we got a mission. Screw it, we got to keep continue. But there was Chinese operatives there fleeing, and I got a little clip here of some people talking about it. But I went and looked at it, and yeah, that's legit. They
I
China
just
was there, and again, that just goes to show. I mean, China's just been in our backyards, just
Mhm.
nuts. And here we go. Let's take a listen to what they say. Here we go.
What were Chinese officials doing in Venezuela just hours before we got them?
Beijing did not know what was going to happen. They were totally surprised. China was humiliated. Xi Jinping thought he could push Trump around on geopolitics. And what we saw on Saturday night, that's not the case. It's not just that Venezuela that China's lost. It's also in the process of losing Iran, an even more important proxy for the Chinese.
What were Chinese?
So yeah, that is crazy.
wow. And that was a secret, like going around secret. It was like everybody knew the Russians, the Iranians, the Chinese. They were there. Everybody knew about it. It just nobody say something on TV. Like it's not a politician came in and say, hey, we know this and that. It was like people knowing for a fact because they've been stealing oil, they've been stealing resources for the last 20 plus years. So that's nothing new. And another news, kind of like in the same realm, I would say Big Hesef went ham to the
Oh,
reporters.
yeah.
So let's take a look at this video.
Fog of war. This is what you in the press don't understand. You sit in your air-conditioned offices or up on Capitol Hill and you nitpick and you plant fake stories in the Washington Post about kill everybody, phrases on anonymous sources not based in anything, not based in any truth at all. And then you want to throw out really irresponsible terms about American heroes, about the judgment that they made. I wrote a whole book on this topic because of what politicians and the press does to warfighters. President Trump has empowered commanders to do what is necessary, which is dark and difficult things in the dead of night on behalf of the American people. We support them, and we will stop the poisoning of the American people. It's called the fog of
Oh man.
That's what I love about this administration. They are backing up our military, and they doing what they're supposed to do. They leading, and they actually backing up the military. It's not like Obama and Hillary Clinton that when Benghazi happened, the first thing they did was forget about them. You know what I mean? The first thing they did was nah, just let them sort it out, not sending in reinforcement, not doing anything. And by those actions, we have an ambassador in Syria getting lynched. And basically, they have blunted their hands and they didn't do nothing about it. So I,
Nothing.
I like
Mm.
this administration.
Yeah, I will say this. One thing about this administration is they've been very, very, very united, and just to show how evil the left is that normally they're just attacking our troops and asking them to be defiant, and and orders. Can you imagine um if they would do what what's his name, the guy that got his Matt Kelly, right? No,
Yeah, Mark Kelly. Yes.
Mark Kelly, yeah. Mark Kelly, if they would listen to his advice in a crucial moment, what they were doing, can you imagine how bad that mission would fail?
And you know what? Now that you mention it, and I was like thinking about it just now. Why all these politicians on the left, all Democrats, why they came up with that little speech, that little psyop, that little, you know, defy orders when Donald Trump was in the midst of getting ready for Maduro capture? Why they
Yeah.
did that? Like I'm telling you, every time Trump's trying to do something, you got Democrats trying to sabotage every freaking time.
Every
They
time.
every time they're trying to sabotage Donald Trump in every step, every second, every day. They're trying to do something to either sabotage or undermine Donald Trump's agenda. Period.
Yeah, dude. And and what's most disgusting, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to look for it right now, but this clip of um this Margaret Brennan, that reporter from CBS. She was questioning our Secretary of War, Mark Rubio, and I like how he crushed her. Julio, have you seen that clip?
Oh yeah, Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Yes, I seen him. I
Well,
seen him.
he's Secretary of War, or no, wait, Secretary of State. Secretary of War is Pete Hegseth, right?
Yeah, but Mark Rubio have like four different titles. So
Yeah, I mean, he's doing really good. Is this clip right here? I don't know if the viewer's seen it, but or if you've seen it, but let me play a little clip of it.
I seen it early. Go ahead, play it.
Yeah, okay, here we
Are
go.
you saying there that the United States did not see intelligence that the Supreme Leader had ordered weaponization?
That's irrelevant. I see that question being asked in the media. That's an irrelevant question.
No,
they have
that is
everything
the
they need
key
to build a
point in
weapon.
U.S. intelligence assessments. You know
No,
that.
it's not.
Yes, it was.
No, it's
that
not.
the political decision had
well,
not
I know
been
that better
made.
than you know that, and I know that that's not the case.
But
You don't
I'm
know-
asking you
don't
whether
know
the
what you're
order
talking
was
about.
given.
And the people who say that, it doesn't matter if the order was given. They have everything they need to build nuclear weapons. Why would you bury things in a mountain, 300 feet under the ground?
Right.
Why would you bury why do they have 60% enriched uranium? You don't need 60% enriched uranium. The only countries in the world that have uranium at 60% are countries that have nuclear weapons. Because
Right.
they can just quickly make it 90. They have all the elements. Why do they have a space program? Is Iran going to go to the moon? No. They're trying to build an ICBM.
No,
so
but
they
that's a
can one day
question.
put a
That's a
warhead on
question.
it.
That's a question of intent, and you know, in the intelligence assessment, that it was that Iran wanted to be a threshold
How do you
state
know
and
what the
use this
intelligence assessment
leverage.
says?
I'm
How do
talking
you know
about
what
the
the
public
intelligence assessment
March
says?
assessment, and that's why I was asking you if you know
man.
something more from
but
March.
that's also
if
an
an order
inaccurate
was given.
representation of it. That's an accurate representation of it. That's not how intelligence is read. That's not how intelligence is used. Here's what the whole world knows. Forget about intelligence. What the IAEA knows. They are enriching uranium well beyond anything you need
Yes.
for a civil nuclear program. So why would you enrich uranium at 60%?
Right.
If you don't intend to one day use it to take it to 90 and build a weapon? Why are you
Man, dude, I'm telling you, he is crushing it. And I mean, that whole interview was brutal for the left. But that's what I'm trying to get at, Julio. They're disgusting. They're over there doing these type of attacks as form of questions, and they're just trying to spin the narrative as Trump is mean and bad and all this. And you know what, man? For years, even the Bidens, I mean, put Maduro in what a bounty of 25 million, right? So it's like, come on, guys, you guys are just grasping on straws, and I think America's seeing that. I hope America's seeing that.
I know. It is crazy how the people still thinking Donald Trump is the bad guy when you see Donald Trump is actually acting. People are not used to it. It's like you said before. People are not used to a president of actions. They're not used to it. Period. They never seen a hard worker president as Donald Trump in this modern last 40 years. All they seen is promises, 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 and nothing has been done. The status quo stayed the same. But Donald Trump brings changes. He bring in actual results. He bring in actual stuff being done, and people are just like going crazy. I'm like, come on, guys. I mean, he's working like from 11 or midnight, take a sleep, wake up at 4, and he's already working at 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yep.
doing things, traveling,
Yep.
doing. Uh, People are crazy, and I guarantee you, Donald Trump was watching live as our military men and women went to Venezuela and made it back home, and he was there
He was there
watching.
watching it
Not
live.
like
Yep.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden would be asleep already. He would have find out next day when he get briefed. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So So anyway, moving to the next subject. Have you um have you heard about the automotive industry moving to base subscriptions like apps and features in your vehicle? Have you heard about that?
Man, so I haven't heard of it, but it makes sense because General Motors in 2012 under Obama's administration, which thank God it didn't pass then, but they've been trying to say that they own your car's ECM,
Mm-hmm.
the computer, and you don't own it. So the reason why they did that is that way they can control the software, because their claim is that the car is going to be smart at that time. We're going to make smart cars, and we're going to need to be updating the software for the customers. Quality control BS mumbo jumbo, but reality, they want to make sure you don't, you know, do anything with the car, so you don't have, like, if they can break it down whenever they want and make
Yeah.
you come get repairs and what, to control. Just that's all it is. So when you are saying this, it reminds me of that, dude, because guess what? If they're able to run ads on your car, they have some type of control.
They're gonna listen to this lady. Just
Yeah.
listen to this video, man. It is they're trying to push not only Toyota, but let me pray. It's not only Toyota, but it is other manufacturers of on the automotive industry. Listen to this.
Yo, we're in a Toyota 2025, and we noticed that on the screen, you can't use navigation unless you pay a subscription fee for it, right? Which is insane. Like, you can't just hook your phone up and use navigation on your phone. That's free. So we looked at the subscription fees, and it's $15 a month. It's also $15 a month to stream music to the actual screen in your car. Okay, together it's $25 a month. Then I also saw somebody on a forum say it's $8 a month to be able to see your oil level and your tire pressure. The car's like 40 grand. Oh yeah, remote start. You have to literally pay a subscription fee to get remote start. The vehicle is capable of all these things. What the fuck reality?
So I have a Toyota product. I needed to go to the dealership. They gave me a loaner. With the loaner, she's giving me instructions on how to start the car and all that. Honestly, it just was overwhelming and overstimulating. It wasn't just a regular norm for this 2025 situation. And it had cameras in it. And I don't mean just in it like for your safety. It had cameras to where it's watching you drive to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. So if you touch your phone, the car's going to decelerate, do all this different stuff. And also, if it's tracking other cars, everything around you, so the car automatically decelerates, does this, does that. And that seemed interesting enough. But when I connected a device for the Bluetooth, it kept disconnecting every time I got in the car. And she was stating, oh, that's because it's based on subscription. And when she told me all the things that were a part of said subscription, mind you, the Toyota product that I'm talking about, they're about over $70K for the vehicle I was in, brand new, for what I'm looking at. So you're telling me what I paid for my car, right? My vehicle. And it's on the same with that, and you think I'm going to trade my car in, which still has buttons that I can press for my sensory self and feel and do all the things I need to do, and you think I'm going to trade it in for a car that's literally watching me when we're already in that kind of state of where you're being supervised or being watched all the time, and you think I want that, when I know for a fact a lot of these cars are autonomous and they're saying they're not, and they are. So in the event you don't want to drive your car somewhere and they're telling you to turn it in, that car will be able to literally turn itself in. It was about over a decade ago, I was in a Ford renting it. And the car, if I went over the speed limit, the car literally decelerated on its own. So I know for a fact these cars can drive themselves if they don't want you to go somewhere you won't. So you better be careful. If I were you, I would invest in these vintage cars from the 1950s.
Yo, we're in.
So, fun fact, real quick. So, the argument on that is, which she kind of said it. The argument to that is that, well, you know, the car, for it to be smart to do the parking assist, or the lane censoring, or Um, what is the other one? The tailgating where it kind of slows you down. It kind of like okay, so I've had a Dodge, have a Ford, and
Hmm.
I've had a Cadillac, a Chevy, and I will say this: my Ford, I don't pay no subscription, and I got the app. I can turn it on my watch. I can turn it on. It's free. You know what I mean? And on the Cadillac, I have to pay for subscription. Same thing with the Chevy. When you buy it, man, the first year the app works for free. Same thing with Dodge. They give you the whole first year for free. So you're thinking like, man, I love this truck. I love this car. I love this SUV. You know, all this and that all day, every day. And then in Dodge, it's called Uconnect. And then Uconnect sends you an email saying, hey, you need to make a subscription and it's going to cost this much. And what does it cost? All it is for you to have the app to be able to unlock your door from the app or remote start. And it's like, what? Okay. Well, I'm not going to pay for that. And the Cadillac, the same thing. Chevy's the same thing. And Toyota, my coworker, and what she's talking about, I was like, yeah, because same thing. He's got
Yep.
a Tundra, brand new, and it is beautiful, beautiful
But
truck.
can I use the
70K and
money?
everything. Oh, for the first year, he's using it. He's loving it. But I told him about it, and he's like, "Well, I don't know." And then they have issues with the app because there's actually two coworkers that bought a new Toyota, and the Tacoma comes with the camera already, the dash cam for inside and out. Yeah, I know it's
Wow.
crazy, but
Yeah. We
it's
have a Toyota, and we had the same issue. They make us pay, but since it's 2024, we're still using the Google Play, the CarPlay. So
yeah.
we put it up to the phone and we just fine. But I guarantee you, they will update it sooner or later, and we will not be able to use it at all. I guarantee you, they will do that. They will just update it and make everything based, like even to lock your phone to your car, it will be base subscription. And if they do that, I don't know, a lot of people are going to turn those cars in, say, F it, we're gonna
Well,
go vintage. And my assumption is I will start selling old cars. I will start buying old cars now because
and you know what?
they will become very prevalent coming up. You could like hike up the price, be like, hey, I got this Toyota 1999, nice and ready.
And you can always buy a stereo that has CarPlay, which they
Yep.
have some
So
fancy
buy
ones for
you can
less
have
than $1,000.
yes, sir. You put it to the car and make it I would say an updated version. And
Yep.
you can pick it up. And I'm telling you, man, this base subscription is gonna break the automotive industry because they
Well,
already as it is, and you add that on top of that, like, come on, people are paying 50, 60, $70,000 for a car, and you make them pay on top of that. Like, now people are not having it.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It makes sense. Like if you have the money to buy the car cash, and you buy the car cash, and then you look at it this way. Well, you know what? Well, I don't have a car payment. The $30 a month for the subscription, yeah, I'll pay it, right? But then guess what? Then you pay it, and then Cadillac doesn't work for Android. And so my wife can't even use the app, and it's just it's getting ridiculous. And the what the dealership wants to do is to make sure that you come back for everything that the car needs. They want to make money on the maintenance.
Oh yeah,
And we all know that they overcharge on their maintenance. And the reason why they claim that they're going to charge is because, well, we're professionals for your car, only your car. We're certified for your car, and we're going to make sure we give you certified parts. But to be honest with you, I mean, that's just a money scheme.
it is. It's a money grab, and that's what they're doing. They're doing like me. I'm paying for my GMC. I pay in subscription. I paying $35 a month, but I get in the
Yeah.
internet though. I pay for the
Yeah.
internet. It's
Yeah, for the
unlimited.
little ones, so that way they can be on their little tablets. Because
They got
I
the
don't.
little.
Mhm.
But I get two services. I get the internet and I get the on store. So
Yeah, it's included with once you get. I think the lowest one is $25, and you get just the internet and the app. But then
yeah,
it's like 35. It's it's
the on
basically
store.
both. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a good deal because I'm spending a lot of time on the road. So for me, it's a win-win. I got TVs in the back, so the kids are entertained.
But that's how it starts, Julio. So like, for example, like they give you all these convenience, and then they're just like, "Oh, by the way, and so you're like, "Oh man, yeah, that's very convenient. Guess what? I'm going to do it," and then I mean, like again, it makes sense for certain people. But then let's say like you get a base model Tacoma that has remote start, but then it has it. Well, supposedly it doesn't have it on the key fob, but you can do it on the app if you pay for the subscription. See, that's what happened to my coworker. But guess what? We found a hack around that. You push lock 3 times and hold the unlock, and it turns on the car. So, because they were telling him, sir, it has remote start, but only if you buy the app and the subscription to the app. And because, his keys, the key fob doesn't have the remote start.
Mm-hmm.
But, we found a hack for that. But again, that's how they're trying to get you. They're trying to get you to pay for the subscription. It's just they're trying to milk, and
I know, like
which,
dealership are a bunch of scammers. And I
you
and I
know,
have friends that works in the automotive industry, but I mean they need to stop. It's already a BS.
well, Julio, I don't mind this hustle. I don't mind them doing this. This is, to me, I think it's okay for them to do this. What I don't find it is okay is when they go to Congress, they get their lobby, and they're trying to make a law that forces us to do this, kind of
Yeah.
like what General Motors was trying to do with the ECM, the computer, and
Mhm.
what John Deere did to the farmers. So that's when I'm like, okay, you guys, that 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 is not capitalism no more at
That's
that point.
economic capitalism. They're
Yeah,
trying to do
that's
a monopoly. They're trying to do a positioning, like a hostile positioning in the market. Like try to
correct.
corner you in the market, so you have no choice but to pay. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, yeah.
oh,
Like, did you know there was a farmer that he bought
a
and this
tractor.
is yeah, John Deere, $560,000 John Deere tractor.
Yeah, they use GPS for the farming.
Yeah, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do the oil change. I'm a farmer. If you know a farmer, they weld, they pipe fit, they do everything on themselves. So something went down on the tractor. Guess what? I'm just gonna fix it. He fixed it. John Deere sued him. They found out. They sued him, and he couldn't sell his crops. In fact, when he was about to sell his crops, they basically said you can't sell them. The EPA, the food is contaminated. You got to throw all your crops. You know how many thousands of dollars? So not on top that he got sued, he lost money, and this was I think this is still an ongoing lawsuit, but this happened because of the COVID and Biden. They were able to pass a bill like that, Julio, and that's why our food is expensive, FY, because that law is still implemented. I believe that farmers have to go to John Deere for oil change or anything smaller than that, you know, and it's BS because an oil change that would cost him $200 to do it on his own is now going to cost him like $600. And it's like,
Plus the downtime that you're gonna have on that vehicle.
yep, because they're like, we're backed up, man. We have scheduled, you're going to have to make an appointment. And even if
Yeah,
you make that appointment, it's going to take 3 days. And it's just,
man, that's
it's,
horrible.
it's, it's BS. But
I know, bro. Have you heard Dan Bongino already came back to his regular work at the Bongino Inc. Dan Bongino.
yes, And
listen to this
but
person.
I also heard, is, do you know if it's true? Did he get his cancer back? Because I heard rumors that that's why he really quit, because I think he fought cancer, and I think it came back.
Anyway,
But
I
yeah, go
don't
ahead,
know
play
about
it. I'm
that,
sorry. Yeah,
but I will
yeah,
play this video.
yeah,
And this is Eric. I don't want to butcher his last name. I would say Eric Mutzos, I believe. And he's
yeah.
talking about the first message from Dan Bongino after he left the FBI.
Oh, everybody, Dan Bongino's back after a year. Hey, Dan, how are you? Did anybody just have like a little bit of, just like kind of teeny tiny bit of hope that Dan was going to be like, guys, I just went in there, I saw the belly of the beast, and I'm going to come out swinging? Nope, nope, nope. Dan decides that he wants to go after the people that are questioning the very things that Dan was advocating for people like us to question.
That Jeffrey Epstein story is a big deal. Please do not let that story go. Keep your eye on this. Catherine Rumler, I want you, we need to keep the heat on this case, folks. There are a lot of people who are knee deep in the Washington swamp who are not telling you the truth about serious allegations out there.
God, that kind of sounds black pilly, huh? But instead, Dan's calling everybody black pillars, and they must be we must go after the black pillars because they're the ones creating confusion and division, and midterms are coming up. So I'm coming out of the FBI where I didn't do shit. So instead of one of your first messages out the gate, like, hey, we understand where a lot of you are coming from, like we haven't actually arrested anybody at all, the message is we're going to go after the people that are questioning us. Is this your new mission, Dan? Is this your new operation, to go after the people that are questioning why we've been lied to and gaslit over and over and over?
Says, you know, Epstein's an intelligence asset for people in the Middle East, right? I'm like, no, I didn't know that. I'm like, you sure of that? The person, let's say, is like, I'm absolutely sure of that. That he's either a witting or unwitting asset, intelligence asset, meaning his plane and that island, the cameras, there's a big assumption out there that these videotapes were exclusively in the custody of Epstein. That's a huge mistake. The reason they wanted this story to go away is because there's an assumption like, oh yeah, Epstein had him. No, he wasn't the only one who had him, according to this source. These assets, that's why this blackmail story makes so much sense.
Did he take a black pill? Is he causing confusion and drama?
Evidence in a case this big. Was it lost? If you get what I mean? I don't know. I'm just telling you, I've never seen evidence. You know what I did see evidence lost? Seriously. Sadly, during 9/11, our office was in 7 World Trade Center, the Secret Service office. 7 World Trade came down. I promise we lost a lot of evidence. That's the only time I've ever seen evidence lost.
That almost sounds like some bitching and whining. Dan, are you with me still? Do you think that this is going to go any better than what's happening to Ben Shapiro's show for you? Especially now that we know exactly who you are.
That's right. What cause is dear to your heart?
Cause is dear to my Israel, the defense of Israel.
Whoa.
Bro, man.
Whoa.
Hey, I will say this,
I
man.
have something in my mind, but go ahead, Robert.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say that fact checked. His cancer did not return. That big online rumor information emerges. But man, I need to hear your thoughts because I'm curious if you're in
By
the
seeing
realm.
this, it just I haven't dig deep on this subject, but by seeing this and just overlooking first glance, I think the Dan Bongino was sat down in the room and he got the brief.
Yeah.
That's why they sent them back and just fight for the people of Israel, not for the people per se, for the government, for the deep state.
Yeah.
Bro, I think he was blackpilled. He was sat down and be like, hey, you go back, you make your money, because he was losing money. Remember, when he left the Dan Bongino show, he was losing 3 or 4, probably $5 million a year. go back.
He's gonna keep losing money if he keeps. I mean, to
If
be
he
honest with
changed
you,
his tone, if he changed his tone over Israel and start making pro-Israel content, he was blackballed.
no, and honestly, yeah, he was bound to lose money, Julio. I mean, you can't come back from saying I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, to the point where he can. You could tell his body language is uncomfortable when he was doing
Yeah,
the Hoover interview. It was just like, dude, he is definitely gonna lose money. And this whole clip that you just showed right now, boom. I
I know,
mean, um it's again, the corruption goes so deep that I honestly don't think we're gonna get rid of all of it. And again, they are gonna try to do what they do best, is try to deceive us, try to be like, don't worry about over here, you're wrong, you should be questioning. I mean, there was an interview, and I don't know if it's real or not, where Pam Bondi is talking about hate speech is a thing and we should remove it. And I'm like, wait, what? No. You know
I'm
what I
telling
mean? Like,
you, I'm telling you, they're lobbying. They want to pass the anti-Semitic law, and if they do that, bro, we are doomed, brother. If they do the anti-Semitic law they are planning to do, and it is on the works. Remember, like we show a video of about a few months back of the proposed bill of the anti-Semitic law. They've been trying to pass that law. They're trying
and
to make it
yeah,
in the
we better not pass that law. Mm-mm.
because if we pass that law, brother, we are doomed. Like every channel will get demonetized. Every channel that talks bad will be red flag. It will be on the naughty list, and we are going to lose this battle because once they put the government on top of you with laws and regulations, bro, it's over. I mean,
Well,
might as well just call it quits. You know what I mean? Because it is bad as it is. Just imagine a law that actually give them the authority to charge you with hate speech, bro. It's over.
yeah, okay.
You will see content creators go to jail,
Yeah, no,
literally.
yeah, because hate speech doesn't exist. Hate speech is subjective. Like, it just, like, I mean, you saying that you
They can make it up.
yeah, like, I could say, flower, I hate blue flowers, and you love blue flowers, and now you're insulted that I'd hate blue flowers. Then that's hate speech to you, right? So it's like,
Oh, you
seriously?
hurt me. Yeah,
Oh man, dude. And so I
that's
I
what we hate you.
I just grokked it and asked. Um, and at first it says, let me see if I pull it up here. First it's saying no. She did not say that. Here, I'll just pull it up. I was trying to see the link, but okay. So I asked, did Pam Bondi want to stop hate speech? And no, Pam Bondi did not advocate for stopping or prosecuting hate speech, a board category separate, blah, 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 mumbo jumbo. Then I re asked it, did she ever say anything close to it? Yes, Pam Bondi did say something extremely close. In fact, almost close, matching the idea of distinguishing hate speech from protected free speech and suggesting it could be targeted. So, dude, I'm telling you, man. That means that clip that I seen is probably not AI generated, which I would wish it would. But when I seen that interview, dude, she sounded like a leftist. Just, and again, we don't want that. No Republican wants to remove anything that's hate speech, because there is no such thing as hate speech, as there's no such thing as an assault rifle. Like, there's just made up words, fairy tale, because again,
Brother, if they make that happen, we are done.
we are done. If
We are
our party
we are
if
done.
if our party is convinced to vote on that, or if our Republican congressmen vote on that, if Donald Trump supports that, yeah, we're cooked. That's it. At
Oh
this
yeah,
point,
we are
we
cooked.
might as well get on arms. But again, like I was telling you yesterday, people are too comfortable, and by the time they really want to go up in arms, it's going to be too late. We're going to be like Venezuela
I
2.0.
Can you ask Brock to give you the link to the
Yeah,
video? He will
yeah.
find it for you.
Okay. Can
That's
you
what I do. Tell him find me the link of the video. He will find
me
it.
the link to the video? All right. Yeah, dude.
Man, that's insane, brother. If they let that pass,
Okay.
it is over.
Let me see if it is that video.
Oh, by the way, Nick Shirley is on the Sean Ryan show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just made a video. It is on the Patreon now, the full video, but I think he will release it next week.
Oh man, this is it. I think I found it. Hold on. Let me just make sure. This was right after the shot of Charlie Kirk, I think. All right, here we go. Ah, brother, Dan, yeah, it's actually NBC. So, man, this is discouraging.
It does not look
Here
good.
we go.
Going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people, so we show them that some action is better than no action.
We will absolutely target you, go after you if you are targeting anyone with hate speech, anything, and that's across the aisle.
The Attorney General later clarifying on social media that hate speech that crosses the line into threats of violence is not protected by the First Amendment, and that she describes as a crime. President Trump today was pressed by reporters about
that's what she has said.
She had to correct herself, but sometimes the truth coming out
It slipped.
in funny
Yeah, it
ways.
slipped.
It was slick. By the way, let me show you this. This is Donald Trump. They in the last 2 days they made an addition to the Air Force One, and now the Air Force One.
Oh man, bro.
And there she goes.
Oh man.
That's a new countermeasure for
I will say this: that is something Trump
you.
would do for sure, and I like how they made him gold because everything's gold with Donald Trump. Dude.
Calling Donald Big Balls Trump. I think I call him.
Hey, did you see the speech today with Donald Trump? Just to lighten the mood. Let me he talks about how the Trump dance. He
Mhm.
talks about how his wife Melania is like embarrassed every time he does it, and she's always telling him to stop. This is funny. I mean, this is why Donald Trump. I mean, he's a character, man. The people that don't like him, I don't understand it. But here we go. Here we go.
My wife, by the way, my wife hates when I do this. She said, she's a very classy person, right? She said, it's so unpresidential. I said, but I did become president. She hates when I dance. I said, everybody wants me to dance. Darling, it's not presidential. She actually said, could you imagine FDR dancing? She said that to me. And I have to say this, the dancing they really like. She said they don't like it, they're just being nice to you. I said, that's not right. The place goes crazy.
Oh, man, dude.
Hey, I will dance with Donald Trump. If he come up and he start dancing, man, I'll team up with him.
I'll start doing it too, Oh, man, dude. But
we go crazy with it. But anyway, brother, let me depart this live stream. It's been a pleasure to be with you
Yep.
tonight. We are going to see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, same time, same place, 7:10, 7:15. We're gonna be back again doing some roundup news for you guys. You're gonna see more of us every week. So stay blessed. Robert, any last words for the audience?
Well, if you guys are watching this later, when it's not live, uh, give us a like, man. Give us a follow, and get in the comments. Let us know what do you think we should talk about more, or maybe you want to see more funny clips or more political drama. But I will say this: be blessed, my people. Be blessed and praise God because things are gonna be looking better. Mark my words.
I know, man. Hey, Robert, can you play this video for me?
Yep.
I sent. Let me send. Play this video.
All right. I got it.
Go ahead, play that video before we go, and that will be our last video for the evening.
Here we go. Come on. Yeah, dude. But there was another clip that I was gonna play where Donald Trump is talking about the weightlifting, and dude, it was funny.
He got funny stories.
Yeah, it's oh yeah, oh dude, I know what you're. Oh, okay, I'm gonna. Here we go. I got it. It should have been loaded already. Now let me see. Yep, there we go. All right.
By the way, Venezuela, everyone, they're marching in the streets. They love it, except in New York. I mean, where they find these people? These people, they're not like, these people are a mess. I know it's not nice to say that. These people are a mess. Where do they find these people?
Yep.
They're the worst looking people I've ever seen. They really, they got hats that are all frayed and all.
Except the flag guy.
They're all paid. They don't even know what they're talking. When the reporters don't interview them because they know that it's, the press is so anti. It's hard to believe the press can be so anti because it's all common sense. It's not, we're conservative, whatever. Doesn't matter. We're all common sense people. It's not even conservative. It's common sense. But the press has no credibility whatsoever. Think of it. I got 97% bad stories on one network, 93% on the other, and I won in a landslide. You know what that means? The press has no credibility. By the way, Venezuela,
Yep.
everyone,
That is lovely. And you know what's crazy is if you guys watch the whole interview, which congratulations to Julio and his wife. His anniversary is today.
Oh, honey. There we go.
How many years, Julio? 10 years?
Sir.
Yeah, dude.
Years.
If you watch the whole clip with Donald Trump on this one right here, it is good. I mean, he later goes, the only thing good that the left got right is the flags, the poster boards. They're all crisp. They're new, man. Like they all suck. Even our Republican people suck with that, man. Whoever that guy is, he's good. Getting crispy flags and postcard. All the signs.
They were ready for it. They were waiting
they
for
were.
it. I guarantee you. And Terrence Williams did a video of it. I did a reaction, and they just came out hours later. They just
Yeah, they were.
got
Dude, they
something.
had action figurines. Remember? The Superman Maduro.
crazy.
I was like, what? They were
I know.
handing them out.
But anyway, that's what the left do, man. That's what the left do. I have to give it to them. They have good communication. They have good, I would say, organization leadership. They can make stuff up quick. They just like out of the blue, boom, they have it done. You want signs, you have it. You want teachers, you got them. You want demonstrations, give me 2 hours, and I will have about 300 people out there just banging casseroles and yelling at people and throwing bricks. in a heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm-mm.
That's how they do, man. I would like to infiltrate one of those like little like crazy stuff,
Yeah, just
just
see what
infiltrate.
see the planning behind the scenes. What do they talk about?
I know, probably some crazy shit. But anyway, thank you so much. Have a good one. See you guys tomorrow evening at the same time. And